What's up again, friends, and welcome back to the Damsel in Success podcast. I am so excited to have you back here with me today. So I want to talk to you guys about freedom, okay? America, freedom, I'm all about that life, but I'm talking about your personal freedom, okay? So a lot of us really, really enjoy freedom to do what we want to do, right? Yeah, I would say so. But do we really go after it all the time? No, absolutely not. Because if you are in a job that you hate, doing things that you don't want to do, and then you get like a 3 hours in the evening with your family, is that really freedom? No, absolutely not. So we want to talk about the bigger picture of freedom, right? So, the main thing that I always hear whenever folks are stuck in a job that they just hate and like they they loathe getting up in the morning and going to this job is it makes me laugh every time. But they're like, I stay because it's 401k. Yeah, they match. They match my 401k. I'm like, oh, well, that's great. So you're putting 40 years in with a company that you hate, spending like, you know, more than half of your waking hours at a place that you can't stand, more than half of your life in most cases, at a place that you can't stand because they match some benefits that you're going to have for like the 10 years after you retire. Okay. Well, Nikki, I'll stay for the good health insurance. They got good health insurance. You know the people sell health insurance, right? You know folks that are self-employed have health insurance, right? Surprise, they do. So those are not excuses. Those are not reasons to stay. If you're only staying for 401ks and benefits, Lord Boo Boo, we need to talk. We need to have an intervention right meow. That is no reason. There is no benefits package that is worth you being miserable. I promise you. Now, I'm not saying go in tomorrow and quit your job with no game plan. I'm not saying that. Do not hear that because that's not what I'm saying. But if that's the only reason that you're staying, if you're miserable doing what you're doing, start planning your out. Start figuring out what you're passionate about and how you can monetize it. Because I promise you, if you are really, really passionate about something, there is a way to monetize it. Whether it's, coaching to whatever that you're passionate about, or if it's, a product or a service or whatever, there's ways to make money. And you don't have to constantly be, you don't have to work for somebody else to be happy. You don't have to work for somebody else to sustain yourself. It doesn't have to be that way. We get one life to live, friends, and I'm telling you, if you spend that life being miserable, that's a disservice not only to you, to your family, to those folks that, are relying on your help, on relying on that purpose that you have. And if we just ignore that because we're playing it safe with the 401k and the benefits and all that mess, that is just no. We are just not fixing to do that. That's insane. So I challenge you guys, get out there, figure out what you're passionate about and get after it. Just do it. If you want it bad enough, you will find a way to make it happen. I promise you. Actually, whenever I first started exploring entrepreneurship and I started kind of getting out there and trying to figure out what exactly my purpose was, and just networking and getting to know people, I had someone come up to me and tell me, you really think that you're going to get rich doing this, don't you? And I was like, I'm not doing it to get rich. Like, that's not the point. I'm doing this because this is what I feel like I'm being led to do. This is what I feel like that, I was meant to do, that God is calling me to do, and that, there are people out there that need my help. And that's what I'm passionate about is, using my experience and expertise to help other people. That's what I feel like I'm here to do. And I was talking to another one of my friends about it. I said, you know what? They think that I'm just in this to get rich. And he said something that changed my life, changed the total trajectory of my thought process and what that I was actually doing. He said, well, why aren't you? And I said, what do you mean? I was like, I want to make enough money to take care of me and the kids and to be able to do whatever I'm supposed to do. And he said, well, that's selfish. And y'all, I was shook. I was like, what do you mean? And he said, if you're meant to do all these great things in the world, if you're meant to really change the world and shake the world, why would you only make enough money to take care of you and the kids? What if God's calling you to make a lot of money, and that's to change the world? Because it takes money to change the world. We can't deny that fact, okay? And I was like, oh, I had to take a step back. I was like, what if he's right? Lord have mercy. This is crazy. So I just want you guys to think about it that way. Like, no, I'm not out to hoodoo anybody or anything like that. And, I think that there's such a negative connotation with people that are actually out making money and monetizing their passion. And there shouldn't be any shame in that. Because as long as you have integrity, and there is, you have that compassion, and your intent is not just to make money, it's to actually get out here and help people and then use the money that you make for the greater good, whatever that happens to be, then it's okay. There's nothing to feel guilty about. Absolutely nothing. And, like my friend said, it's selfish to just be taking care of yourself whenever you can really get out there and put that extra effort into it and be able to help other people. Because, like I've told y'all a million times, if you've got a huge dream inside of you, God would never put that dream inside of you unless he gave you the ability to achieve it. Point blank, period. And honestly, if your dreams don't scare you at least a little bit, they're probably not big enough. So, if it seems like something that you can actually do, your dreams are probably not big enough. You've got to have that faith. It's got to seem impossible. And that way, whenever you achieve it, you can look back and be like, gosh, why did I ever doubt it? Why did I ever think that was impossible? Because here I am and it's done. So I just want you guys to think about that. Change your mindset around this type of thing. As long as your intentions are pure, they're where they're supposed to be, you're doing the right thing for everybody, you're putting in relationships first, you are, getting out and you're helping people and you're doing what God has intended you to do, don't feel guilty about monetizing your passion. Use that money that you're making. Yeah, take care of yourself, take care of your kids, make sure that you guys have everything that you need, but get out and help other people too. It's not selfish to make money. You have to have it. It's something that we have to have. And, it takes money to change the world. It takes money to help people. It takes money to get out and get your dream out there, to get your passion out there. It takes that to do that. So please don't feel like that you're being selfish for getting out and monetizing your passion, because it has to happen. And I know you can do it. So if there's anything that I can ever help you guys with, please let me know. Y'all know you can reach out to me in the messages. You can call me, text me, stop by, whatever you need to do. I'm always here to help you. I'm always rooting for you. So I hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your Wednesday, and we'll talk to you again soon.